Please be advised that the following content contains sequences of flashing lights which may potentially trigger seizures in individuals with photosensitive epilepsy.
What's up, guys? I wanted to record a bit of an impromptu video. I was just struck with a bit of a download, and wasn't planning on recording anything this evening, but I have the sudden inspiration to. So let's see if I can explain this in a concise way for you guys. I randomly was inspired by this thought process, which was, if the virtual assistant inside of our iPhones is not always listening, then how does it know when to respond when you say, hey, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean, Iris? And so I actually asked it this, and it brought me to, of course it did, it brought me to a Reddit post from Explain Like I'm 5. And this post is from like 2 to 3 years ago. And basically the consensus is that it has two modes, kind of like when a human is asleep, and like there can be ambient noise in the room that you don't hear, but when your alarm goes off, you wake up. So it's the same concept. When you say, hey, it then wakes up and then starts listening and recording, but until then, it's not. And someone else added that, a microphone is just something that vibrates at a specific frequency. So, it doesn't understand any of the other vibrations. And I'm thinking to myself, like, did we just accept this? Because everyone was like, oh, great explanation, thank you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, am I just, maybe I sound insane. Feel free to let me know in the comments if I sound insane. It would make my night. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we just accept, we just swallow that. Oh, it doesn't understand anything else in that other mode. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. That feels like just an assumed thing that is true because a group of people agrees on it. Kind of like the value of currency. Maybe stop to consider how much of your life is built upon agreed upon illusions. Maybe stop to consider that. I guess that's all I have to say. It's not all I have to say, but I might as well just cut it there, because if I keep going, I really will start to sound crazy. Wouldn't want that. Love you guys. As I was recording the previous video, I remembered something I had wanted to say recently and forgot about. There's something that I realized about, and if I've mentioned this in a previous video, which I might have, Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't think I am. I might be. If I brought it up, I don't think I went into very much detail. So, anyway, the story, this is a realization I had recently. The story of Lazarus is a rapture parallel. And it is a reference to it. It's prophesying that it will happen. And why is that? How is that? Well, he waited 4 days. Jesus waited 4 days before he raised Lazarus. And the reason he did that specifically was because the Jews at the time had this belief that after 3 days, I might be butchering this part, but I think it's something to the effect of, like, after 3 days, after someone dies, like, after that third day, their actual soul is no longer retrievable. So he did that 4th day to prove that he is the creator of everything, and whatever he says goes, and he can break the laws of physics, and he can whatever, right? So, there's also the verse that says that he came to them at about the 4th watch, which means at about 3 to 4 in the morning. All of these things are references because we had the 3 big ones, right? The 3 big watch days recently. And the bridegroom was delayed, and there's been a delay. There's a bunch of content creators who have spoken on how this delay is prophecy fulfilling itself and how it is supposed to work. So I'm not gonna focus on that too much, but I think it's important to keep that in mind as the days go on. We are almost done, but as physical carnal beings existing inside of time, it can be hard to remember that. So I pray that you're well. I pray that you're healthy. I pray that you're full of peace. Thank you for listening. I hope this helped. I don't know. I don't know really how it could help, but I hope you enjoyed the little tidbit there, the Lazarus parallel and the rapture parallel. So, thank you. Have a great evening. Be strong. It's almost over. I know I keep saying that, and I will continue to say that. It's not like anybody's watching these videos anyway.